What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and I know you're probably sitting here enjoying the Friday night live stream or maybe even the Saturday UK friendly live stream, but I just want to take a few seconds to talk about our merch. That's right, the Frost and Fist got some merch, guys. We got a lot of really cool things that we think you might enjoy, like for example this t-shirt that I'm wearing. You'll see the Wolf Brother wear it on occasion as well. Not only that, we even have coffee mugs. Come on, you don't think a nice cup of Joe tastes heavenly coming from this bad boy? I submit that it does not. We got a bunch of other things out there as well. You can get really nice t-shirts, tank tops. That's right, guys. You can go around flexing your hobby muscles in front of the ladies. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong that way. You can even get socks. You can even get that cool banner like the one we got, like that one. That's right, that one. So we got a couple of things. Go check it out, guys. They're reasonably priced, and it will help us to continue this crazy cause. And thanks again for helping us out and giving us some support. Now, back to the show. It's Friday Night Live with your host, Wolf Brother Mythos, and the Freak. And now for the car wreck of a show, the Frost and Fist.
It's beautiful people. Wolf Brother Mythos.
Hi, Freak! Hi!
Welcome to the show tonight, guys.
Hello.
It's so good to see you. And I know Brother Freak here has had a hell of a week. And it's only the beginning of a long road for him. So we need some hangout time with some beautiful people like yourselves.
Yes, beautiful people. Much people. Beautifulness.
Speaking of beautiful people, we already got a running bear in the chat.
Yeah, first on too, by the way.
A Commodore. A Dazrock. Oi there.
Oi.
We got an Ashley. We got a G the Hypersapien.
Hold on, Ashley? Okay, I don't know if I should start chanting now. Let him out. Let him out. Too soon? Okay, later. All right, we'll do this later.
Oh, man. We got the TMP.
We're rooting for you, Greg.
What's up?
What's up? Gee, the Hypersapien. How are you, mate?
Now Commodore's chanting too. We got Dave, the greatest show on earth in Houston that is Warhammer related.
Woot, woot.
We got our brother Heinrich. We got X-Gear Commander. Happy freaking Friday.
Happy freaking Friday.
Oh, man.
It's Friday, y'all. Come on, guys. I'm not that. I don't know. I don't see Greg there yet. Just saying.
Got our brother the Marine on. Hopes we're doing well.
Oh, what's up, man?
Good crew on here tonight. Good crew. All right, lads.
Hey, watch what you say about my mother.
What? Our brother Greg is on the phone, allegedly not being held up. I mean, who's to say?
Yeah,
Who's to say, right?
He's on the phone. Is it the old style phone with a cord? Just Craig, if you can hear me, scream.
I'm curious about that one. Learns how Greg drinks his coffee. Keep him locked up. What's wrong with the way Greg drinks his coffee? I don't know how Greg drinks his coffee.
I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. We'll have to really look into that one.
Anyways, guys, it is.
You know what? I wonder if she does that only because she's really wanting to come visit us at our show. I mean, think about it. It's just my thought. Just a thought. Just a thought. You know, I mean, come on. It would be kind of weird, right? If Greg went, right? Because that's not the kind of show we do. We usually do it for geriatric, women and Anybody, other females that want to come? Well, yeah, because they really don't. Come on, it's. You know what the cool thing about it is that they're not going anywhere.
Anyways,
we're like, back to yeah, woo!
We've already had.
Catch this, Grandma.
We're not coming back.
Oh, God.
It's okay if he drinks it iced. That's all
I hit her in
good.
the face with that.
Coffee comes in many delicious flavors, guys.
Switch. I'm flipping the switch on the man myself.
Come on, guys. Even cold coffee's good coffee.
I gotta be in the mood. I really do. I mean, even in the hot, stinking summer, and I gotta have a hot coffee.
It's funny. I like the taste of certain iced coffees, but even on a hot blistery day, if I'm needing the coffee because I need to wake up, I have to get it hot.
Right. See, I told you, Greg, honey. Can you come here for a minute? I have to show you something. Greg's tied up. All right, gonna go to the show. Gonna push some old ladies through the door in the wheelchair because she is a good person. Ashley is good people, so she'll just wheel him in and park him somewhere, and
my goodness.
she'd be like the first one, like yeah, throwing dollar bill paper airplanes and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anyways,
what? It could happen.
Have you done anything to relax this week, my brother? I know you've had a major. Oh my God! Now you've clashed her with the Jerry.
Oh no!
He said you were young enough.
Yep.
To happily, strongly, and spryly wheel the geriatrics in.
You're actually kind of like
you are the young, vibrant, strong person helping the others.
Yeah, you're kind of like a leader, Go team, You can actually push, 2 or 3 wheelchairs. Come on, let's go get in there. Come on, I don't want to go. Sure you do. Come on, Grandma, and push them right in. So it's all good.
Oh man,
it happens.
And if anyone, you're worried about anyone being in your way, keeping you from seeing the show, you can. No, I'm not even gonna.
What? No, come on. This is.
I was just gonna say you could easily wheel 2, 3 out of your way at a time.
Yeah. Hey, it's talent.
Oh my goodness. I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining somebody is down in front, and you knock over one, and they're like dominoes. Oh my goodness! Sometimes you just have to know when to stop digging. Yes,
but see, the thing is, Ashley's a very strong personality. We know that. Okay, we all know that. So she's like, she's kind of like those that are kind of undecided, waiting at the doorway. She's like, "Come on, let's go." I don't know. Let's go. She just pushes right in.
Back to the hobby. I hear she's really strong in game too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because she apparently her Death Guard win a lot in 40K.
Oh yeah, that too. At the hobby store.
Last week, Greg said she won at, what was it, Bolt Action or Flames of War?
Oh, really?
I want to say Bolt Action.
Very nice.
And that's why Greg isn't going to go there to go hobby. We love the hobby store. Craig and Clint would fit right into the hobby store.
Absolutely.
We would definitely find them a model to work on.
Absolutely. Yep.
Good evening, Greg, my man.
Hello.
Yeah, I wouldn't blink at Commodore for help, Greg. He found out how you make your coffee, and apparently he doesn't approve. So.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I appreciate coffee in all forms. Just like I appreciate pretty things in all forms. Anyways, moving on. So have you done anything to relax this week, my brother? What you got for Pokemon? I know you've had a hell of a work week, so you probably haven't had a chance to do much on the hobby front, but surely you got some gaming in or something.
I'm trying to think. I've really been, even my evenings have been kind of busy. What did I say? Oh, you need some coffee. Friend. Down in front. You sit down. You don't want to know what I did with my husband to be here.
You don't know what I did to my husband to be here.
Hey, Granny, sit down. Oh. She storms up there. She's like, that's it. I'm moving you to the back. But I want to be in the front for the show. You can't say anything.
Oh, man.
She's kind of like the bouncer for the night.
Remember that time that we had our stream turned off for quote-unquote inappropriate content?
Oh,
yeah. That was a good time to bring that up.
But you know what the funny part of it is? It wasn't even inappropriate at all. We were just chatting about
like
nothing.
One of our more well-behaved
That was like
episodes.
absolutely, and then we got like, bloop, like what the heck? We got turned off.
Yep.
Wow.
The email from YouTube the next day.
Yeah.
Shut down for inappropriate content.
But we didn't even get strikes. I'm like, really? Y'all do that?
It's like, wow. Have
Okay,
they seen
thanks.
some of the stuff we post?
Like,
They thought that one was
right?
crazy?
Okay, now will be the time, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Just, JK.
Commodore, this is going to a
JK.
dark place.
Wait, what did he say now? Oh, gosh.
Anyways. Anyways.
Okay, see, remember what was his name? The one that we used to have that would bring up the not the midget. What was it? It was the child fighting ring or something like that.
Oh yeah, the orphan fighting.
Orphan running. Yeah, orphan
Bring
running.
up.
Yeah, who was that guy that we had? I forgot.
That was Zane.
Zane, yeah, Zane. That's right. Whatever happened to him? Because I think Commodore just kind of morphed into Zane. You know, that's what. Jesus. I really do. I think he's just kind of just got Zaned up.
So,
anyways, so
freak. Hobby.
Yes, hobby. Got it. So, no, I mean, goodness, I'm trying to remember what we did. Didn't we play some Phasmophobia together? I thought we did this early this week. Made those.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't we play Phasmophobia earlier this week?
Was that this week?
I don't remember. I think it was earlier this week.
Oh, you know, I think it was on
Monday?
Saturday because we played with.
Was it Saturday? Was with
because we played with Atlas, right?
Yeah, it was. It was kind of like very there you go.
Yeah,
so
we played on Saturday.
Yeah, so we played a little bit of Phasmophobia with the new
lots of new updates.
Updates, yeah. So
they made everything more dangerous, and I died a lot.
And a little more spoopy. Oh man, that was really spoopy. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, there was a lot of dying. Gosh, I died. It was a lot tougher. It's definitely tougher. Let's see what else. Man, aside from that, I've been kind of, especially this week, because we had phone implementation. We just have a new set of phones, new phones being set up at work. I had to kind of be at work early, so I had to kind of go to bed early. So I really didn't have a whole lot of time to do much of anything in the evenings. So that's all good. So aside from that, I got a little bit of gaming done, not much. It's just been really tired to do any of that. So.
Right on. There was an update put out for Power Wash Simulator this week.
Oh,
I know that's the riveting game everybody wants to hear about. Guys, I really don't understand why, but I freaking love this game. So there's at least 2 levels. I beat the first one today. It's the mayor's house.
Oh.
But because of security reasons, you can't go onto his property. So you got to spray from the gates.
What?
And there's a new attachment you can buy that's the extra long attachment. So you can spray his house from the sidewalk. And you of course you clean the gates and the fence and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the one I need. The extra long attachment.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
But then you gotta go between the bars to spray down his house from the sidewalk. It's pretty crazy. And then the next one is It looks like a circus kind of deal with the merry-go-round and stuff like that. So anyways, so that's pretty cool. Hobby stuff this week. Oh man, so much stuff this week. Okay, like painting wise, I got a bit done.
Oh, good. And somebody's doing something.
4 models this week, which puts me at 110 for the year.
Well, look at you.
So I got up all 3 of my squig cavalry here.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Squig.
Liking these guys.
Squig.
So they
yay.
are ready with
more orcs.
Their knob leader. And I got their little bomb squig guy, which I think is just neat looking. Cute little guy. Right?
He's cute.
Yeah.
Yay. Another orc.
He doesn't even, like, he's not even, like, actually there in game. He just deals mortal wounds. He's just there as a token reminder. But it's pretty cool. So I like my squigs. I've got, so I told you guys last week, I had been batch painting all 20 of my Beast Snagga boys. And this week I realized I'm retarded and I just can't do it. And so I went ahead and broke them down to 2 squads of 10, which made them feel more manageable. And so I went through and batch painted these 10. I did the silver on their weapons at first. Now I did 3 layers of weathering to them. Wait. Streaking grime, rust layer, translucent silver layer, and then the gloss black wash. So yeah, 4 layers of weathering, and then I did a little bit of red on like the handles, and then I did what's it called when you're just leaving a lot of dots? That's called
spit.
No. When you're painting by leaving a lot of dots, stippling.
Oh,
I did a bunch of stippling red for like a worn red kind of casing on the weapons too. And I did that to each choppa and slugga on the Beast Boys and the knob. So I did all the weapons, batch painted all of that. I did their all their weapons and their finished up the leathers on their belts and stuff like that, and their pants. I got to reinforce the black still. I started on some of their cloaks. I broke down the cloaks into 3 categories. There's ones that are scaled like this that I'm going to do in like a red kind of color. I've got ones that have like a really tough hide, like it looks like a rhinoceros kind of hide, you know. And then I've got ones that actually have like a fur pelt. So fur pelt, I'm going to do black highlighted up with blue grays. The rhinoceros hide, I'm going to do in kind of a couple layers of gray. And then the scales, I'm going to do all in red. So anyways, those are batch painted and probably within a stone's throw of finishing if I put a bit of work into it tonight. A couple of things I got in the mail this week. Oh, lots of good stuff came in this week. Autocorrect. I got in a bubble chukka from Gear Guts. Got them assembled and primed. And it was not a lot of pieces. It's a cool sculpt from Gear Guts. I can't wait to paint this guy up. It's a pretty simple paint job. And so this will probably be done this week. The Gear Guts is a little bit smaller, both widthways and lengthways from the Games Workshop design. But it's a neat looking kit. It's very solid. And my only thing that I would wish is that this whole thing here is one piece, which doesn't make it very easy to switch out the turret if you wanted, say, the custom mega cannon or the smash gun. Like, I mean, I could get a hobby saw and try and go through it, but you know as well as I know, 3D printed resin sometimes will chip and crack as you try and cut through it. So I didn't even bother. And the bubble chukka has kind of a fun. It's the one freak that we were talking about that's got the random profile. you roll and it's a D3, whether it's like the anti-personnel profile, the anti-vehicle profile, or the anti-elite profile.
Right.
But you got to choose your target before you roll the random.
Yeah.
So you could be wasting infantry shots on a vehicle, or you could be wasting vehicle shots on infantry.
Yeah.
But it seems like a fun little thing to shoot with. Anyways, I got one of those in. I did mention a week or so ago on the show that I won an Instagram giveaway from Giant Painting Minis. Very cool, very generous guy running, and he's running. Actually, I think today was the last giveaway for his other giveaway, but he sent me Sisters of Battle Combat Patrol from winning that Instagram giveaway.
Oh, that's great, man! Congrats.
So between this and Piety and Pain and some bits and bobs I had gotten beforehand, I think I've got a pretty good lead on my Sisters of Battle army. I mean, it's still, new in box, but yeah, I've got a pretty good start on it.
Okay, so how many armies is that?
I have I have 4 active armies right now. Space Wolves
Total.
I'm counting.
Okay.
Space Wolves, Admech, White Scars, Orcs are my active armies. I'm building Sisters now. I have Ultramarines still new in box, 6. I have Imperial Knights, 7. Only 7.
I think you have a problem.
Oh, and then my Age of Sigmar army, so 8. Oh, and I have Dark Eldar that Kalo gave me, 9. Just 9. I mean, 9.
Just 9.
Just 9. A pittance, really.
Man, I'm so glad. Because for a minute there, I thought you might have a problem.
Yeah. See, I want the Orc Combat Patrol. We're gonna take a look at that a little bit later. Okay.
Yay.
I'm gonna get to the comments in just a second.
Orcs.
Hey, I thought you were like all about the orcs now. You seemed really excited last time we were talking on this.
Dude, orcs are great. Again.
Speaking of combat patrols and start collecting, something else I got in this week was Hobby Corner Kev. I won his giveaway a few months, or 6 weeks ago, about 5 weeks ago.
Yep.
Anyways, all the way from across the pond is Vanguard Space Marines, and of course, because I won one, we got a box for Freak as well. So Freak and I have some Vanguard Space Marines. Of course, mine is going to be my going to my Ultramarines I was talking about, Nuance Brew, because most of these guys, I don't think any of you guys really fit into the way I play my Space Wolves. So these guys are more static shooters, like the snipers, the suppressors. So they're going to go more into my ultras than they will into the way I play Space Wolves. Now, I feel like Space Wolves do need some good covering fire, but I feel like I've already got that covered between my Dreadnoughts, my Sicarin, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they would make if somebody was just starting a Space Wolf force, the infiltrators slash, I think they're infiltrators. Infiltrators are, I think they're the single build. Would be great, for somebody starting maybe a Space Wolves force or to add to their Imperial Fist. So Freak and I each have some Vanguard. So I will be bringing you your box next time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
So it has been a blessed year. Not gonna lie, as far as just winning quite a few things this year, and I'm very grateful. Let's see. Finished 20 Beast Snagger boys already. Jeez, Commodore making me look bad. Just flying through these and painting them better. Great work, brother. Great work. Maybe I should get paint orcs. I'm getting kind of burned out from Tau, although 3 more boxes and I'm done with the Tau project. It's hard for me to get motivated. I understand. Sometimes you're just like, I'm done painting this particular thing. Yes, it is a lot of Tau. The base of his Tau army, Greg, is 2 of these massive massive Christmas Battle Force boxes. Like they're huge, and that was just the basis. Plus, he had other boxes to go into the mix too. Running Bear, I have come to a hobby understanding. I will just realize my gray pile of miniatures will never be smaller than my painted pile. Now I can feel better about it.
Hey, man, it works, right? Nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, absolutely. Armies on sprue, let's go. Yeah, my Ultramarines and my sisters are currently on sprue. Eventually, my sisters will be done. Maybe. Phoenix, good to see you. 9 armies. Don't give Ashley any ideas, Pithos. She has enough. Tau equals 10. That's 4. Oh, it's 4 Battle Force. For some reason, I was thinking 2 Battle Force boxes. Kaiju. I'm here with a bucket of bow ties to stick on the train tracks and derail these magnificent bastards. Man,
okay.
We were already derailed in the first 2 minutes of the show. I kept trying to, I kept trying to grab the conversation, and I felt like ye old Naval Seas captain, and the storm just kept trying to, capsize the boat, and I'm just sitting there.
I was in the middle of explaining some things, Kaiju, and he was like, well, no, your conversation is not important. We're here to do hobby. So, freak, shut up. He said that. He said exactly those words. Shut the hell up. Yep, shut the hell up. We're going to continue, and we're going to ignore you. So, anyway, hobby. Like, who does that? Oh, jeez. No, we were just saying how, we think that that Ashley was just trying to, distract Greg, that way she can come and hang out at the show, because it would be kind of weird, right? I mean, just think if she brought Greg and, she's having a good old time and Greg just standing there with all the, standing next to all the wheelchairs and the, and Ashley standing like, woo, rooting, while we're doing our thing. And it's just like, it would be awkward. It would be kind of awkward. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel, I'm there doing the helicopter and Greg just staring at me like, okay, let's just.
Commodore throws on a train conductor hat. Hit the gas. I want to see if I can jump this thing off the tracks. Oh, man. Kaiju, Mythos, do we need to have another talk about manners?
Yeah, talk to him. I need to talk to him. It's just so rude.
Odie says, hobby talk at a live stream? That's ridiculous. I know. I'm ashamed.
So bad she can't breathe. Sorry. Hey, look. Hey, I'm glad she's having a good time, but you know what? Save some of that for the show. Just saying.
Save some of the laughing for the show?
Yes, save some of the laughing for the show because it's comical as hell, Because, I mean, typically when we come out with the ski masks, because the old ladies are throwing quarters at our faces, I mean, it doesn't look very sexy, it's just kind of weird.
Oh,
we look like, I don't know, just a bunch of gimpy psychotic murderers out there, just, I don't know, without clothes. So, yeah. So, anyway. But, hey, just tell your friends.
Gosh. Anyway.
See, there he goes. Kaiju, you see what he's doing? You see what he's doing? Talk to him, Kaiju. First. Well, I think we hired that pimp, by the way. Same one that chased after Mythos, so he's got to stand up.
Oh, one more hobby thing.
Okay, go for it.
I needed an extra bomb swing.
Oh,
and
like
so
that.
Yeah, I took the one that was leaping and added. I still need to do some shading underneath here because I don't like it all being,
It looks
one
good.
tone. But Yeah, I like the idea of him leaping and just, fireballing out.
Very nice.
Blip. But then you got to remove the model anyways because he gets too close before spitting out the bomb.
Yeah, that's true. Oh God. Oh.
I mean, that's fair, Kaiju. That's a fair request.
Yeah. So.
Can you imagine going to like a job interview or something? So what do you do for hobbies? Well, I run a live show. Oh, that's nice. What's it about?
Chippendales.
Often ski terrorist strippers.
Really? What kind of paint stripping?
No.
No.
No, my brother and I pretend we work at a Chippendales, and after we finish dancing on the pole,
Wait, who's pretending?
we have a wrestling match in a vat of nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese, exactly. Yep. And that creates a work hazard. Sometimes it's slippery.
Do your ski masks have the bow ties sewn on them already? Freak, we could have saved so much time.
I know. That's actually a great idea. Actually, I mean, honestly, we could just put our bow ties on top of the ski mask. They look like little bows on our hair, That'd be pretty cute. What?
Oh, he says, you're intrigued, yes? My job is done.
Oh, are you kidding me? We'd land a job like that. Oh, come on. It's like, you're both hired. I'm like, yeah. I mean, they're looking at us like, you guys are resourceful. I like that.
Oh my goodness. You're going to have to check that out later. Phoenix, I have a sewing machine.
See? I'm telling you. Could you imagine? So, okay. So, I don't know if we want to put it on the top of the head or the bottom. So.
Really? That's odd. Well, it's not so much terrorists. Ski masks give that illusion.
Yeah.
But we need to wear them because of the old lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And not so much ski masks. Okay. Ski mask. The quarters get through, they hurt our faces. We haven't quite mastered that yet. It's hockey masks. Hockey masks because they have the guard. So when the rolls of quarters, because they don't like to throw, they want us off stage. I don't know why. I think to go autograph them or something. But so the quarters start lobbing at our head, and so they just kind of they're stopped by the guard. So yeah.
What's my job duty? Oh, you misunderstand. We hired you to dance for us.
I don't see a poll here. You have a poll here? We also need specific music. Hey, y'all have cherry pie? No? Ethos, they don't have cherry pie here. What are we going to do?
You know how sometimes people will just put random jobs or skills on their resumes just to spark interest or talking points?
Oh yeah.
What if we actually started putting Chippendales down on our resumes before we send them out? Hockey mask for the upcoming Halloween special.
You know what? I may do that. I may just tell my boss, hey, you know what? You're good at looking through resumes. Tell me what you think about this one. Because I just sharpen it up and I want you to look at it, and I want you to tell me if this, tell me some pointers. Tell me if this works for you. If you would look at this.
That leads to a serious conversation. Well, Al, if you're feeling unhappy and you're thinking about leaving the company, let's talk about that. No. Just look at the resume.
Yeah. I'm not really. I don't want to leave. I just want you to, because you said you have the critical mind to be able to look at resumes and just look at it. Come on, put it on LinkedIn. Yes.
That's awesome.
And yeah, instead of my standard, picture profile, I'll just have the ski mask. Not a ski mask, what do you call it? Hockey mask.
We're professional models. We take PayPal and EBT.
Yes. Says I don't know where you're gonna swipe it though. That EBT card, so crack my. Well, never mind.
Masks that are nothing but bow ties sewn together. This is what they get when they're indecisive. Creative license pitches.
Hey, you know what? You're onto something. You really are. Can you imagine that? Just a lay of bow ties. That would be cool, right? Just a lay, you know. It's like, you know, people coming in like, hey, welcome to the show. Just put these lay of bow ties around them, you know. Grammy's like,
freak and Mythos freak dancing on stage. We're not really getting, you know, any of the financial support that we wanted. All right, you can either give us the quarters willingly, puts on ski masks, or we can take the quarters.
yeah, I don't think that will work too well.
Big D, yo. All right. Well, I think we've reached the extent of robbing the elderly at our dancing shows. So let's move on maybe to some of the hobby news.
Oh my. All right, let me open this up. No, I just liked it when they give it up willingly. Saying, I have to wake them up every now and then, though. Hey, they're like laying there. Hey, hey, hey. You wanna pitch in there, lady? I mean, this show ain't free here. We're busting our butts up here all the whole time. Come on, help brother out. Yeah. Every now and then we'll just shake them up, you know, quarters will fall off. You know.
Actually, right. the safest way we found money, since half of them wake up, you know, like when you wake up in the middle of math class and you're just trying to give any answer, hoping it's the right answer. See, that's when we start passing around the collection plates, because then people wake up and they put money in before they realize where they're at.
Oh yeah, pretty much, man.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's see where we are here. Okay.
So, Freak, since you have been and will be continuing to kill a bunch of my greenskins, and orcs have gotten to a point where our codex is considered strong, not meta breaking like any of the combos in, say, the Admech or Drukari or anything like that, but they're considered pretty strong. So, of course, the community, Warhammer community, put out this list of 5 things to think about next time you're facing the greenskins.
Okay. 1. Bring guns. Lots of guns. Seriously, check underneath the bed, behind the sofa, or anywhere else you can think of. Squeeze as much firepower as you can into your army and give those greenskins what for in the shooting phase.
You know, so this kind of reminds me of when you were facing Atlas's zombie list, and you were just like anything that had tons of shots, every Gatling gun, assault cannon, everything that had lots of shots. And of course, you know, that I think the same thing that would go for a zombie list is perfect here too.
Yep.
Oh my god. What? Oh, so now Kaiju is dancing with us.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, here's the thing: if Kaiju comes on stage, he would steal the show. We can just go home. We're like, dang it.
You gotta admit though, like if we could get him on board with our team, though, we'll be raking in more money than we ever.
Are you kidding me? Oh man, they would like run up to the front, you know, like
we'll get
teeny boppers
money,
and stuff. Yeah, you know, like
we'll get money on. Well, not teeny boppers because no teens
right.
are coming.
Sure. But I'm saying I'm saying, you know, like it was similar to, you know, they just run and you know, rush the stage, and then, you know, we're like, all right, hey, you know, we're up in front, and they just kind of push us aside, and then got to grab him by the bow tie, and yeah. So we'll just have to shake Kaiju up for some money.
He'll be getting lots of money from the front of the stage.
Yep.
For, you know, people throwing money at him as the current heartthrob.
Right.
But then also, especially if he grows his hair long again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then when we pass around the collection plate, we'll be getting another round of money from that.
Oh man, that'd be great. And let's don't forget Oni, because Oni does the nacho night. Oh, but you can't, again. You know, he can't have the beans. We tried that one, and it was just went wrong, very wrong. So it gives a whole new meaning to the sprinkler.
Oh my god!
Okay, all right, let's go on. Bring got lots of guns. Moving on. So this says even the Umber lasgun shouldn't be underestimated. Orcs are about to become toughness 5. Really?
Oh yeah, we're toughness 5 now, baby.
Great. Great. That's all we needed.
Like that's not a big deal for like las guns because strength 3 las guns were already wounding on 5s, but now even bolt guns that are strength 4 will be wounding on 5s as well.
Is Kaiju the pimp, or is it Lid Oni? I don't know. I guess it depends, you know.
Hey, was that pimp following you? God dang it.
Of course, this increase in toughness means that multi-shot, strength 6 or higher weapons are the new order of the day, and if they have a pip of AP to cut through the 6+ saving throw, that's commonplace among Orcs units. So much the better. Assault cannons and heavy onslaught Gatling cannons, if you can get them, are exemplary war gear options to this end. So here we go, right, sir?
You almost always bring an assault cannon on your Termies.
Always. Absolutely. Strength 6 AP 1 damage. Right.
Yes.
Heavy onslaught. Wow.
And one of your Redemptors are kitted out that way.
Yes, they are. Actually, both are. Both my Redemptors come with the GATs.
Oh, okay. You don't have one with the plasma?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
I thought you had one.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think it has the plasma. I'm pretty sure it's got the GAT. I have to look. Yeah, I think it's got the GAT.
Mythos don't look, but I think Jesus is hiding in that tree line with the 2000s flip phone.
So.
Oh, Lit Oni smells like booze and Amazon Prime shipping.
Still got it. Lit Oni. He wakes up. Damn it! I ordered something again. You guys should have stopped me.
You're wrong.
Oh my gosh. Number two. Tool up properly for melee. Orcs are famously aggressive, and they love nothing more than a good scrap. However, that doesn't mean that they can't be beaten in melee. You just need to ensure that your troops are packing the right war gear.
This is something I had to learn the hard way, because I'm used to like having, you know, like with my Space Wolves, you know, big melee threats, right? Missile something at, right? And so usually with things like cavalry, terminators, aggressors, they're such a melee threat that not only can you point them at whatever you want them to hit, you're not really worried about being charged back. Right. And with the orcs, though, man, even your regular tactical marine can punch back pretty hard because we don't have any armor.
Right.
So, yeah, being ready to deal some melee damage back. I've seen your intercessors beat the crap out of some of my orcs after, you know, surviving a round of combat.
Yeah, it says, as with shooting, toughness 5 does present a problem, especially for models with strength 4 or 5 who will now only cause wounds on a 5-up or 4-up respectively. Counter this by fielding units armed with weaponry that augments their strength. hard-hitting and or well-equipped units such as Custodian Guard, Blade Guard veterans, Wraith Blades, Possessed, and Celestian Sacrosancts are examples of units that can slice a bloody path through the Orc horde, and even their vehicles in short order. Why are they trying to show us how to murder you? Here's a way to kill you guys. All right. Oh, those are actually pretty cool. Those are.
Yeah, that's Oni's new army, Custodes. Very cool.
Yeah.
And they're so expensive that,
Are they really custom?
Well, like, I mean, kind of monetarily, but like points wise, they're so expensive. It'll be a much smaller army to paint up than other armies.
I'm sure they can whoop some serious tail though. That's probably.
Oh yeah, they're very strong and elite. They're an upper tier army.
Yeah. It's worth nothing that increasing the strength of your attacks is more important than the AP of the weapons you're using, as orcs are among the most lightly armored factions. In fact, any dedicated melee unit will often pierce straight through orc armor anyway, so it's all about finding ways to wound them more easily. Similarly, weapons or aura buffs that allow you to re-roll failed wound rolls, lightning claws and Primaris lieutenants looking at you, hey, are incredibly beneficial. Watch out for ramshackle vehicles. Most orc war machines come with a wonderfully characterful ability that makes destroying them a little more difficult than you might first imagine. The trick here is also to pick the right weapons for the job. You bring autocannons and the like to bear, save them for knobs and warbikers, as damage 2 is wasted against orc vehicles. Leave these to crack missiles and other guns with strength 8 or higher. If you only need to strip a few wounds off your target to finish the job, consider small arms fire instead, as most are damage 1 and will be unaffected by ramshackle.
I've always thought this was kind of a weird rule because really the only weapons that makes a difference for are like heavy bolters, autocannons, grenades, baby. But anything that's really going to be shooting at them is typically going to be your higher strength stuff like missiles and las cannons. So it's kind of a weird rule. But if you do know you have an autocannon or a heavy bolter, that damage 2 is going to turn into damage 1. So
it's kind of interesting. It's just an observation, and maybe I'm wrong in my observation. Maybe you see it a little differently, but it almost seems like it's slowly starting to move towards a 7th edition-esque feel, because when 8th edition, 8th and 9th came around, especially 9th, everything was more geared to, just about anything can kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can get you can bring an Imperial Knight and you can pit him against, a whole mess of tacticals, what have you. It's not going to go as well as, as you would think with a higher, higher damage, higher AP army, but still, they made it in a way to where it was still possible to kill, or right. But now I'm starting to see, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm starting to see a slow, very subtle move back to making vehicles more difficult to destroy just by simple means. Does that make sense?
Yes, although like this, I mean, in some ways, yes. I don't think this really has any bearing on it because it's just it's very, very limited. But I do agree that in some ways vehicles are a little tougher than they were at the beginning of 9th.
Yeah, I mean it should be. I agree. I'm not discounting it. Just I'm starting to see just a slight shift, just as an observation overall. With some of the rule changing. So
I think they saw, at the beginning of 9th, they're like, hey, we're having trouble selling vehicles. Everybody's running a foot army now.
Right.
So they're probably trying to, help buff some of that back.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Speaking of armor.
Show them the true meaning of armor. Orcs may love to crump squishy stuff, but they can struggle when their would-be victims are sufficiently squishy-proof. That's right, you need heavy armor and lots of it. Whether it's super tough infantry like Terminator armored, Chaos Space Marines, battle tanks, or even a bunch of super tough Tyranid beasties, the orcs will be forced to rely on their weight of numbers and attacks to bring them down. Use this to your advantage by reinforcing your line with some heavy armor, or even employ them as a speed bump to slow down the orc advance while you reform and reposition key units. Hey, there's Lysander. Hey! When faced with a green tide of orcs, it's sink or swim. Bring lots of tanks, big guns, and hard-hitting melee weapons, and you should be fine. Of course, if you can't...
Good night, Ashley. Good to see you.
The new Codex, Orcs and Combat Patrol. Orcs are both available for pre-order tomorrow.
Very cool.
Okay. Next one, then. Most of the new Codex. A new Codex Orcs with these cunning combos.
I thought since you had expressed some interest in, learning orcs, this might be a cool article to see.
All right, let's see. With the impending release of Codex Orcs and a strong showing from the commandos in the new edition of Kill Team, we've been thinking of all the ways we can get the most out of our favorite green hooligans. There are plenty of new rules, relics, and stratagems to boost the power of your orcs. So here are a few of our favorite combos to get your strategic mind pulsing with the power of Mork. Or possibly Gork. Okay, let's see. The Smasher Squig. What we got here? Smasher Squigs are bred for careening headlong into the enemy. Those are the ones with the metal plates. Yeah, using their thick skulls to batter hapless infantry aside. What are the rules for Smasher Squig, or for the Squigs? Like, what are the
so the Smasher Squig is the leader, the knob, right? And in addition to getting his own weapon and his own weapon attacks and his Squig's attacks, the special thing about the Smasher Squig is that when he makes a successful charge, he gets to roll to deal mortal wounds just for charging in with that big metal headbutt he's got.
That's pretty cool, like a big ram.
Yeah, so if you get 2 or 3 of them all in one list, then he could be, if you think about it, 2 D3 mortal wounds could be like 9 free mortal wounds every turn.
Wow. No, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Blood Axe's Kultur tactics. Each time a ranged attack is made against a unit with his Kultur, if the attacker is more than 18 inches away, then a unit with this Kultur is treated as having the benefits of light cover against the attack. Units with the Kultur are eligible to shoot or declare a charge with, but not both, in a turn in which they fell back.
Good night, Greg. Good to see you, man.
Good night, man. Tell him not to tie those chains too tight. All right, have a good night. While some units might worry about obliterating their opponents in a single turn and being left out in the open and vulnerable to shooting, the Knob or Smasher Squig has a backup plan. If he ends up killing his target with a particularly good charge, his mount's momentum, can carry him into the next target straight away.
So,
oh wow.
So this is pretty cool. If you charge into somebody, you deal those mortal wounds, and let's say whatever it was I charged only had a wound or 2 left, then I kill them with the charge from the mortal wounds. Boom, I play this CP.
Right.
And then I can charge again. And maybe then do another set of mortal wounds from charging and then get to make my attacks.
Well, really? Does it cycle like that?
Yeah. If you kill them on the charge is the thing.
Gotcha. So use the stratagem in your charge phase after Knob on Smasher Squig unit from your army finishes a charge move. If there are no enemy models within engagement range of that model, it can immediately be selected to declare a charge again. Wow. Huh.
pretty cool combo.
This combo turns the Knob into an excellent hunter of enemy support characters as he charges between apothecaries, ethereals, and other vulnerable attack targets with reckless abandon.
Very, very cool. Man, I'm seeing how they've painted up their Goths nice and clean, and I'm like, that chopper looks really cool.
It really does.
Maybe I shouldn't have painted mine all, stippled and raggedy looking. Well, that looks really nice.
It's clean.
Hmm?
It's clean.
It's clean. It's very clean. Anyways.
Go ahead.
I was like, now I'm just sitting here thinking, man, maybe I should have painted mine like
that. The killiest boss. We all know orc war bosses are proper killy, but just how deadly can one truly be? To find out, we first take a beast boss on Squigosaur, who are already very strong in their own right. Naturally, he's a Goth, as they're the choppiest orcs of all. Then we add the Warlord trait, Might is Right, and the Relic's Head Wop is Kill Chopper for some direct melee power in classic Goth style. So Head Wop is Kill Chopper. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Strength ×2, right? -3 AP and 2 dammies. Oof. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, an unmodified wound roll of 6 inflicts a mortal wound on the target, in addition to any normal damage. Jesus. That's insane. Then you've got Midas Right. You add 1 to this Warlord strength and attacks characteristics. That's a pretty decent buff.
Yep.
Beast Boss is particularly brave fellow and so surrounds himself with weird boys. Let me see. To channel the power of Gork or possibly Mork through him when blessed with the Warpath and Fist of Gork psychic powers is already fearsome strength goes through the roof, and that's before we put the cherry on top by calling a Warpath. Blessing Warpath has a warp charge value of 6 and if manifested, select one friendly clan, core, or clan character or unit that's within 18 inches of the Psyker. Until the start of your next psychic phase, add 1 to the attacks characteristics of models in that unit. That is pretty good. And we have Fists of Gork, I'm sorry. The blessing is a Fist of Gork has a warp charge value of 6 if manifested. Select one friendly Gork or Orc's character model that is within 12 inches of the Psyker and visible to them. Until the start of your next psychic phase, add 2 to that model's strength and add and attacks characteristics. The result of the psychic test was 11 or more. Add 3 to the model's strength and attacks. Wow, that's pretty decent buff right there. So it makes him a little harder to. I mean, the attacks are pretty damn good.
Heck yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
I can't wait for this to come out because having a war boss on Calvary is just it's going to be so cool. I'm really looking forward to this.
And look at that blade he's holding. Good grief.
Yeah, it's such a cool looking sword. Catching up with the chat. I mentioned that custodies are expensive. Oni says his whole 1,500 point army is only 18 models.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're very expensive. Very cool, though. The Ramshackle also works in melee, so it matters more than you think. But here's the thing. Oh, my God. Every time I say that now, I think of Big D. So, like, most of your multi-damage Space Marine weapons in close combat, and I'm only starting with Space Marines because, like, that's what I have the most experience with. But most Space Marine weapons that are multi-damage are like your Power Fist, which is going to be at the very least strength 8. So Ramshackle's not going to apply. Thunder Hammers at least strength 8. Again, not going to apply. So that's the thing, is that strength bracket really makes it apply to only a select few weapons. But yeah, so this is a very cool. And what's interesting is that these are kind of the combos I'm already running on my regular Orc War Boss. So it's kind of cool to see that the tactics that I have been using in my games are similar to the ones that they say here. For this is how you make the killiest War Boss. So sneaky gets
sneaky.
And like I said, for you, someone who's looking to play orcs in the future, some of these combos are good to take a look at as well.
The sneakiest gets we've been seeing plenty of orc commandos, thanks to the launch of Kill Teams Octarius last week, and they're just as capable of tearing things up in Warhammer 40k. Their Throat Slitters ability makes them experts at rooting enemy units out of a terrain, especially when strengthened by the Warpath psychic power seen above. Equipping your Orc commandos with a distraction grot even lets them pull off their backstabbing ways once without any cover around, clearly because the enemy is too busy looking at the grot's adorable little goggles. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
They're just looking at the grot like, what the heck is this guy doing?
Yeah. No, look how cute. Oh, God! Okay. Throat Slitters. Each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, if it is within 1 inch of a terrain feature, add 1 to the attack's wound roll.
I used this on a Necron Tesseract vault, and it was cool because it's like toughness 7 or toughness 8.
Yep.
And I was wounding it on 5s, but because I had my distraction grot and used the Throat Slitters ability, I was able to wound it on 4s.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
The Distraction Grot, once per battle, when the bearer is selected to fight, you can treat models in this unit as if they are within 1 inch of a terrain feature.
Very, very cool.
Let's see. Best of all, you're feeling a Blood Axis mob. You can take the Indomitable Boss Snickrot to boost your commandos even further. His sneaky, stabby expertise helps him hit easier than usual. Perfect for knocking a few blocks off with a Breacher Ram. Red Skull Commandos Aura. While a friendly Blood Axis Commandos unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time the model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the attack's hit roll.
You know how I told you last week I was excited to try out the Breacher Ram?
Mm-hmm.
It actually ended up taking, by the end of the game, like 6 wounds off of the Tesseract Vault, a toughness 8 vehicle.
Really?
Oh, that was pretty cool. Like, that was over like 3 or 4 rounds of combat, but still, I mean, it was just, steadily plinking away. It was pretty cool.
Man, that works, man.
And that was with a normal save I had to get past, so.
All right, White Midget. White Dwarf. Okay, what do we...
So this is some new stuff that's being teased for the next issue of White Dwarf. And there's some different stuff in here, but what I'm most excited about, and I'm possibly my fellow Space Wolves, is that the Primaris successor of Space Wolves, called the Wolfspears, are actually getting some love in this next issue of White Dwarf. So a couple rules, a little bit of lore for the Wolfspears. And this is kind of a big deal for Space Wolf fans because prior to the Wolfspears, there weren't any successor chapters of the Space Wolves like all the other chapters. Right. Every time they tried to make a successor chapter, it never succeeded. Sometimes they just died out. Sometimes they were all lost to the Wolfen. Sometimes their body rejected the implants. So for them to have a successor chapter is pretty huge. And since they were hinted at with the release of Primaris, they oddly have been mentioned in the lore, but not really had any official information put out about the Wolfspear. So I think Space Wolves fans are like myself, are pretty interested I'm going to be looking to pick up a copy myself tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, they got a lot more in Kill Team as well, huh?
Oh yeah, Kill Team is a big subject right now for them and a big seller. You know, I was talking about painting Goths in that clean style that Games Workshop did. And Kaiju says cleanliness is next to Gothliness.
Oh.
Huh? Running Bear says Ramshackle could help against Blade Guard, which is arguably one of the strongest combat units in the game right now. As they have damage to melee and it's strength 7. So that's a good point. That's a good point.
The Wolfspear.
The Wolfspear.
You consider looking into that?
Maybe. I think, you know, I don't have a lot of Primaris in my Space Wolves right now, other than my Redemptor and my Aggressors. And if I like what I see for the Wolfspears, who knows? Maybe, I mean, it's still all going to be part of my same Space Wolves army, but
sure,
who knows? I might paint up my Primaris stuff in the Wolfspear fashion if I like it enough.
right.
I did like the few Space or Wolfspear characters I read about in the first 2 of the Gilliman novels, Dark Imperium and the one that came after it.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't read the 3rd one, if it's even out or whatever, but I still want to read it. But I like the Wolfspear characters I've met so far in the lore. Speaking of reading the lore, you know, I told you I had started reading the books because I want to get, you know, like really knowledgeable about the lore, right? I'm 46 books into the Horus Heresy now.
Wow, you've been busy.
I've been putting away some books.
Okay, Combat Patrol works.
Combat Patrol, in case anyone was looking to start up orcs sometime soon, you know, we could possibly be convinced to get some Combat Patrols for the channel if somebody wanted to start up, you know, any orcs armies here.
Yeah. Oh, I still gotta master my freaking my Elven, man.
You absolutely. I was just saying, you know, let's take a look at
I haven't even freaking played another game with my Space Wolves, man.
And I respect the hell out of it. I was just saying, let's maybe take a look at this, start collecting. And if anyone on this channel was interested in starting orcs maybe in this way, then we could maybe get orcs for the channel. If we knew anyone that might be interested in starting orcs sometime.
Dear God. Who's the boss?
Who the boss?
I like that. Pretty cool looking. Forces led by a mega armored behemoth of a green skin. Not content with the usual shooty, fine in one hand and choppy thing in the other. He's opted for all choppy in both hands. Happy to let his grot assistant ride shotgun or a big shooter in this case.
Who's the boss? Kaiju says Tony Danzort.
Gee, oh man, this is stop, please. Bring the boys and the noise. These are pretty. Damn, that's a good model. That's a cool looking model. I mean, that looks like cool Terminator armor. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it looks really really cool.
Let's see. Real heart of the kit is a brand new set of orc boys with a familiar but updated look. You get a whopping 20 of them. Oh wow, that's pretty good. And as any war boss will tell you, you can never have too many boys, so you'll be off to a great start. So 20 of those. Huh? So you get the war boss, you get 20 boys.
20 boys. That's a really cool knob there too.
Mm-hmm.
Giggity. And you know what? You know, if a new orc player needed one, they could go with that cool big chop. But if they wanted a more powerful weapon, like some power claws that they could airbrush some cool power effects into, I think I've got some spare power claws right here. You know, if we knew someone that, you know.
Yeah. You'll get enough bits to arm them with a selection of shooters, sluggers, choppers, plus of course guns with extra daka, and even killer weapons for each knob.
Now, I'm not going to dwell on this. Okay. I refuse to dwell on this. There has been, you guys know, I don't typically do the negativity that's going around the community. Like, I didn't want to talk about the negative stuff with the IP stuff, and this has been a really big problem. It's such a gorgeous orc kit, but so many orc players have been so sour about this kit.
Really?
Because it's monopose, and I like that they're new dynamic poses.
Right.
But a lot of orcs, they love converting and chopping and whatnot. They would rather have the blockier,
the posable ones.
Yeah, the blockier poses,
Yeah.
where you can easily swap out heads, arms, and whatnot.
Sure.
I like these more dynamic poses.
I don't mind. Honestly, I'll just throw myself out there. So I like this.
Box. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like because okay, so it's either this or I print. The thing is, if I'm going to print, guess what? It's just going to come out one style, right? It's
Sure.
not posable. So that doesn't bother me. I love these sculpts. These are great looking sculpts. They look great.
I love their sculpts too.
Yeah,
Now,
these
the
are-
other problem
yeah.
that the community's had, though, and I think this is the bigger
Sure.
sin to most of them, is that you typically want to bring your orcs one way or the other,
Okay.
rifles or close combat. Well, this box,
But it
how can
gives
you
a
not like it?
choice.
Agreed. Mini Warma. I love them all. But so here, the thing is that they have mandatory builds, and some of them are built as the close combat. Some of them are built as rifles. Some
Yeah.
of them are built as the heavy weapon.
Okay.
And so the problem most people is that they can't optimize.
Okay.
You know, like
Right. They can't change them to what they want. So
Exactly,
they're either going
exactly.
to be all shooter or all melee. Yeah.
right, right. And they
mhm.
would rather have all one way or the other, which makes sense for optimization.
Sure.
But I still think this is a good entry point because these are I think the new sculpts are gorgeous.
Yeah.
A, and B, not only are they gorgeous, but I think a point of a start collecting kind of force is to kind of give you the taste of what everything does. You
Sure.
know?
Sure.
And so kind of gives a new player the ability to decide if they like the rifle orcs,
Yeah.
or the close combat boys or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Honestly, and I'm going to say this, all negativity aside, if you don't like it, vote with your dollars. Simple. Very
It's
simple.
fair.
Yeah. Vote with your dollars, and that's how you do it. I mean, you can rant and rail and go nuts, lose your freaking mind that you don't like something, but you got two ways of doing it. Either you like it and continue to buy it, or you don't and go, find something else that you like. Kind of interesting because I've always said this to the same thing to employees that I've had when I was managing, and I always tell them, you know what, you don't have to like this job. If you don't like your job, nobody's holding you hostage. You can go somewhere else and you can be happy. We want to see you happy. But if you're going to be here, we're hoping that you're here with the hopes that you will be happy with what we got. If not, like I said, move on. I think that's probably good advice for anyone who's just kind of like, okay, either I don't like it or I like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always choices, right?
Sure, absolutely. I do totally agree. And yes, and I'm okay with people, voicing their opinions. Like, I'm not happy with it, but hey, we move on, right? Yeah, it's for the sake of the community, and if we enjoy it, we move on. If otherwise, just find something you like. So, anyway, so I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
Right on. The new Death Copters, which look great and gets rid of those clear flying stands.
Yeah, those do look really good.
And
Although
they
I'm a little
actually have-
nervous that looks like it could break, but everything else looks like it's kind of well supported.
True, but at least the it's all one piece as far as
Yeah.
the same kind of plastic that goes into the model
Yeah.
itself.
Yeesh.
As we've seen with those clear stands before, it's always more brittle than the actual model plastic, you know?
Yeah.
So I like that this is like the plastic kit, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, I really like how individualized they are. Look
Yeah,
at they're all,
yeah,
they're unique. Each one of them is like kind of unique. That's pretty neat.
exactly. They
I
all
like that.
have some depth and character to them.
These are pretty cool looking. I do like this. They're
I think
not
my
cookie
favorite
cutter.
one on is the one on the right with the rounded front, the nose. I like that a lot.
What do you mean? Oh, wait, the far right one
Yeah, the far right. It's
with
got
all the
like the
missiles in the
yeah,
nose?
it's got like the rounded nose. I don't know
Okay.
why I really like that shape.
Hmm.
But
I guess
I
it is
also
symmetrical.
like I have the older ones, the Black Reach kits for the Def Copters,
Yeah.
which look great, but they come one way. They come with the missiles.
Right.
Here you've got all the weapon options.
Yeah.
The one in the center has not only a bomb, but also the custom Mega Blaster.
Right.
You know, so you could do some great anti-vehicle damage there. You've got the missile loadouts, and then I think one of them has another option too.
These are pretty cool.
So yeah, these are all really cool. Plus those saw blades do some damage in close combat now. I think they've been buffed since the last edition.
Oh. So it says the Def Copters are instantly recognizable, but they've been brought up to date with fantastic new sculpts. In typical orc fashion, you'll spot bits of other machinery if you look closely, including exhaust stacks from Imperial vehicles, parts of other orc flyers like the Dakajet, and loads more. Yeah, I do like this. I really do.
I actually cheated my first game of 9th edition because they buffed them. They're great.
Yeah.
And I think they've dropped the price of them a little bit as far as points go.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have to take a minimum of 3. You can't just take 1 or 2.
Oh, okay. Well, fair.
So I ended up taking 1 at 500 points.
Yeah.
But I won't make that mistake again.
Def from regular height. The Def Dread is the one model in the box that isn't new. Well, wow, you get that too? So these are all that come in the box? Those?
Yeah, this is all in the one box.
Oh, dear Lord. Really? That's a hell of a collector box.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that not many came in there. That's a pretty hefty little army. And you got the Def Dread on there?
Yep.
Well, so it's amazing you can never have enough dem. Okay. How many Def Dreads can you take? Pretty much.
Now I think they're all individual. So I think
Okay, so they're not okay, they're not units. Unify. Yeah. So they're not okay. Wow. Delivering a payload of heavy support and a supremely survivable frame, you can kit your Def Dread out with a mix of up to 4 different melee and shooting weapons to suit your needs. You got the blades on all of them, don't you? The kits. Okay,
I have I have
field
one with 4 blades.
Right.
I have claws on 2 claws on each of the rest of them.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I have 2 with 2 claws. One has 2 claws and 2 mega cannons. One has 2 claws and 2 missiles.
Mm-hmm.
One has 4 mega cannons, and one has 4 saws.
Right.
So, yeah, I've got just a variety between close combat.
What's the stats on? I mean, like for example, for shooting. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty kind of still poor, right? I mean,
yeah, their shooting is still only
+5. Yeah.
Oh my God. Us talking about our geriatric strip sessions earlier. I just saw a text from Lily that says, y'all need the maker, and Droste is watching. Oh man.
Oh,
anyway,
crap.
she ain't wrong. Let me look up my stats. Oh, let's see. Open up my
Every now I forget she's watching. Oh my gosh.
Codex Orcs. Data sheets. Def Dreads. Def Dreads. Dreadsaw. So strength plus, so starting with the melee weapons,
Yeah.
the claw is strength times 2, so it'll be strength 10, minus 3 AP and 3 damage.
Minus 3 AP. That's pretty damn good.
The saws are strength 9, AP minus 2 damage. But for every saw you have equipped or claw, you get extra attacks. So it starts with 2 attacks, but every close combat weapon you add.
So that's pretty good. I mean, because yeah, see, they are primarily designed for the melee. Yeah, that's
Yep. Their shooting skill is still 5 up, but
right.
they do get some great weapons.
Yeah.
You can either get the big shooter, which is 3 shots apiece, strength 5.
Yeah.
The custom mega blaster, short
Is
range.
strength 5 is any AP at all in these?
Not on the big shooter.
On the
it's just like basically a big bolter.
Gotcha.
The mega blaster though is only 24 inches, but it's strength 8 and AP 3 and D6 damage.
Well, that's pretty good.
And then you got rocket launchers, which are strength 8 minus 2, 3 damage.
That's not too bad, man.
So
not bad. Combat patrol, huh? How many points is a combat patrol? I'm trying to remember. It's like what?
A combat patrol is
700.
500 points.
500,
Typically, what they're geared towards. Yes, sir. We are at 10 subs from 900. You are correct, my brother. Say what?
This is actually pretty freaking cool. So for 500 points, you get a lot for that.
Get a lot of shit to it, my brother.
Yeah.
I think what is it? 3 copters, 20 boys, a boss, and
a def. You get a def
and a defy. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a lot of stuff.
That's not a bad deal, huh?
Let's see.
Cool. What's the box typically go for? In case our folks want to.
What's the box go for?
Yes.
Most combat patrols go for about a bill 20.
I got you. Really? It's not bad at all.
No, I mean for getting a good foundation for an army.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
The patrols are done by points or X troops and something big, a little bit of both. So they try and give that kind of mix. But the specific design of a combat patrol was for a 9th edition combat patrol game, which is about 500 points.
Yeah. Bear with me.
Rob says, I'm so getting that box or maybe 3. It's a good box.
Wow. Yeah.
I would get one, except I don't actually need anything out of this box because I already have 5 copters. I have 5 copters. I have 4 def dreads. I've got about 50 boys now. And the only thing I don't have is that particular war boss, but I have a plethora of other war bosses.
Right.
You also already have 9 armies. You right.
Yeah, this is true.
But this is for one of those armies I already have. So pretty stoked. I just saw your comment, brother Rob. I want her to win so bad too. I love seeing new people get the W. If you haven't been watching over on the Miniatures Paintbrush, he has been playing the new game Reign in Hell from Vince Venturella and Uncle Adam, the Reign in Hell game. And I would check out those battle reports on his channel. He's playing the campaign against his wife, Nicole, and she is really, taken to the game pretty well. She killed some stuff. I'm not going to give anything away. Go watch the battle reports. But it's cool to see someone get their other half into their game, because a lot of us in the hobby, our spouses don't have that kind of interest in the hobby. And so it's very cool to see him playing his spouse and the two of them having a good time. I definitely recommend it. Gotta say, you're a lucky man, my brother. I tried to get my lovely Lily in. She's extremely supportive of my hobby, but she just doesn't have an interest in the game, unfortunately. There was some bloodthirstiness, absolutely. All right, my man. We got the news down, and hey, we got an hour to go and some art of the week.
All right.
And I think we're actually moving along pretty well tonight.
So far, so far. Yeah. All right. Art of the week. Looks like I got a lot of good submissions, by the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely, positively. Also, if you guys want to see us show off any of your work, feel free to hit me up, send me some stuff, and I will make sure it gets aired.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
We need to take his work down. It's not good enough for art of the week.
I like it. Oh, Lord. They look good, man.
Thank you, brother. I'm so pleased to have these bad boys done. It's so crazy because before I hit the matte varnish,
Yeah,
that translucent pink I put on top is really like too bright and overwhelming. But as soon as I matte it down,
yeah,
I
looks
think
good.
it blends them together real well.
What did you paint underneath it? Like, what is the base? Purple, and you do the pink on top?
Yeah, so I do
Nice.
purple, then I dry brush white to bring out all those lovely squig-like textures.
Uh-huh.
And then I filter over top with a very translucent fluorescent pink.
Oh,
it's
nice.
actually floral magenta.
Okay.
And then that lets the purple kind of show through in the shadows, but then all the parts that were hit with the white will get that nice bright pink. They'll just let anyone on Art of the Week now. I know, right?
Oh my God. Jeez. Oh my God.
You guys, if you guys go check out Mini Wargaming, who is, I think, the industry giant as far as our hobby goes, they're actually doing a giveaway, partnering up with Mavericks Paint here to give away this dread, this Imperial Fist beauty here. Kaiju, I tried to get my cats into wargaming, but they just looked at me like I wasn't speaking their language and left to take a poop. Kaiju, I totally get that. I actually read a scientific study where they monitored brain signals in a cat's brain, and they understand what you're saying when you're talking to them. They just don't care. That's what the study showed.
Bastards.
Every time I think about that study, I'm always like, those little a-holes. I love my cats, but those little a-holes. That is, look at, dude, I love the shading on this. I love the fire effect from the muzzle of the heavy bolter. The fact that they added on their own chainsword. But you talk to me, man. You are the expert at painting Imperial fists. What do you think?
Oh God. Oh man, this is insane. Jeez, dude, they did a great job. I'm not sure how crazy I am about. I don't know if that's that red or the orange splatter, but I don't know if that's supposed to be blood or what. But it looks pretty freaking cool. So they did a great job with the mixing between the yellow and the orange, and it's just really good.
The transition is
it's
really well done.
Yeah, it really is. But I think honestly, the thing that really got me the most is the action pose. That's it. You know what's funny? It looks like it's running, ducking, and shooting.
Exactly.
It's an incredible.
With it in this action pose, plus the fact that they printed a canopy for it, really gives me Mech Warrior vibes. You know that old computer game?
Yeah, I know. I remember Mech Warriors.
It really gives me that kind of vibe.
It was first created by Microsoft and was that Activision? One of those two big ones, but Microsoft hosted it.
Wait, is that going to be a giant sword on its back? Oh, we've got a behind shot just for you.
Man, this is just crazy. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, shut the hell up. You gotta be kidding me. Jeez. Oh, it is blood. Oh, wow.
I love the blood on the knuckles because it looks like he's pistol whipped something with that heavy
Yeah,
bolter.
yeah, he splattered
cool.
something.
The next person to say shenanigans is going to get a pistol whip.
Oh my gosh. Look at the blood around the barbed wire, you know. That's just...
So I'm thinking that sword's probably a 3D print.
Ed,
because
you're right.
Because the canopy is also got to be a custom piece.
Well, if you look, you do see the lines. You can kind of see the print lines. This was actually done on PLA.
Pretty cool.
Looks like it. Yeah, this is still looks freaking amazing.
Darklight, my brother, my man. Dude has been on a beast mode transformation lately. Already down almost 40 pounds and is toning into muscle. That dude's gone beast mode.
Good on him, man.
Dude, who's my favorite character in all the 40K?
Wow.
Say his name, brother. Say his name.
Red Ball.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. I love that sculpt for him when he wolfs out. Jeez.
And you know what? The crazy thing, this is all GW.
What?
Yeah. So I think the sculpt for his human form is oh my gosh, Crom Dragon Great. Okay. Crom Dragon Gaze with the head swap, which is cool, and it looks like a Wolfen's hammer axe, which that's cool and well done, but it's overshadowed because this is the Cursed City slash the vampires, their big werewolf character from the new set.
Really?
With a Thunderwolf head on it. And
oh, yeah. I was going to say, it looks like a Thunderwolf cavalry head. Yeah.
Yes, Darklight knows. He goes, my brand.
Wow.
My brand. Look with your special eyes. My brand. Dude, werewolf brand freaking Red Maw. This looks so pimp.
That's by Tales of the Red Maw, yeah.
I have, which is so fitting. Someone whose channel name is Red Maw and doing for, I think this is their 1,000 sub, doing a custom Red Maw. I have been waiting for the right model to inspire me for my brand Red Maw conversion.
Oof.
This is
pretty cool that they actually used the Thunderwolf.
Yeah, that's like I got to get me one of these vampire models now, and a Thunderwolf cavalry head, and I got to make this happen.
Wow. Yeah, just throw some shoulder pads on it and it'd be good.
I wonder what they used for that shoulder pad, since that's got to be like the size of a dreadnought.
Probably printed it. They probably printed it in the maybe.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, because you can size it, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Man, I bet he had a 3D print, or not 3D print, freehand that brand Red Maw.
Yeah.
Dude.
Man, it's pretty damn cool.
That is... Oh, I imagine they probably had to do the same thing for the backpack too. That probably had to be printed as well.
This is really gorgeous. Wow, that's a hell of a conversion. There's no doubt about it. Jeez.
Yes.
So are you really considering it?
Yeah. We've been talking about bringing back brand.
Yeah.
Since,
yeah.
What, late 8th edition?
Yeah. Sardar Abdul Rahman Khan. Okay. Maybe that doesn't matter.
There's some text here in a little bit that'll have the explanation, but I think this guy actually designed this 3D sculpt and printed it himself for this Space Wolf Valkyrie kind of theme here.
Let me see if I can do something on the.
It's always crazy how some of these can be resized, but some can't.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, I know. I was just saying it's weird of the program. I know you do what you do, dude. I love that Valkyrie style helmet. Really gives me those vibes, and like the kind of cyber Valkyrie wings. I love this. Very cool. Be great for have a whole set of those for a Skyclaw squad.
Here with you my final painted version of my Valkyrie Skywolf for my Space Norse army. I sculpted this in ZBrush and then printed it. Okay. There'll be 4 more in the squad. That's so cool. Yeah. It's all nicely printed. Very neat.
That's so cool. You know, I know that they're working on sculpting, you know, a whole squad. Shoot, those look so good. I wouldn't mind having 4 of the exact same guy or 5 of the exact same guy. This is my squad of Skycrawlers, guys.
This is Magnum Opus Day.
Don't work too hard tonight, my brother. Great having you here.
Who dat?
Big loves for the Dark Light Dreamer.
Oh, he's going to work tonight.
This is a very cool looking Iron Warrior. This was submitted by our brother Meeks, who has, of course, been focusing on his Iron Warriors army lately. And I got to say, Magnum Opus here does some awesome work. Very cool.
There's a nice shot of that. It looks good.
Valkyrie would make a great Sister of Silence to add to a Space Wolf army as it's canon in lore. Absolutely. They attacked Prospero together.
Ooh, what the? What is this?
The Saturnine pattern Terminator armor.
This dude's got shoulders for days, baby.
Right? You know, it's funny because a lot of people jokingly talk about, you know, how ridiculously sized Space Marine shoulder pads are, or World of Warcraft shoulder pads, but they got nothing on this guy.
No, not at all.
I love that it's got like it looks like an AdMech head too.
Yeah, it does.
I like this look though, even though it's like ridiculously scaled. I like it.
Beefy.
Very beefy. And you know what? Unless they are like directly ahead of him, his shoulders are protecting his head from fire from multiple angles. Yeah.
I can't get a shot. Get behind him.
Which is kind of scary that the only way to hit this guy is to stand directly in front of him.
Yeah.
This is cool. I really like this. Raptor Imperialis. I really like that. Mace of Absolution looks great on him too.
Yeah, it really does. This is really well done. The dust on the boots. Yeah.
Yep. The faded check marks, very nice.
I could almost see that. Ooh. Okay. All right. He came out to play then.
Really, really extremely well painted face too. And look at that texture on that feather.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is
I almost Doom. The guy on.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, yeah. All right. The classic Doom video game back in the early late 80s, early 90s.
That's funny, but it's so true. You know, I said the only way to hurt this guy is to stand directly in front of him, and Kaiju said, "Okay," but having said that, stand next to him and he can't see.
This is true. That could be an issue. That's good. That's really cool. I wonder if this what size sculpt that is. I wonder if it's like just standard
Like a standard
Terminator.
Terminator
Yeah,
size.
yeah.
Well, it looks like a standard head. It looks,
Mhm.
well proportioned. So
Well, everything except for the shoulders. Oh, this is really cool. Discount Ridley. I love the spear pike.
yes.
You know. That is a sword.
Which
Oh.
I was about to say, which looks like a straight up sword.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like a
So
sword, but turned into a pike.
exactly. It's so well converted. It looks like it's meant to be a spear.
Yeah. Huh.
I like it.
That is really
Good job
cool.
on the face and the battle damaged armor too.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It definitely gives me some Iron Man vibes here.
Oh, because that shiny kind of
yeah, the
red.
metallic, yeah. That's so cool. I'm a sucker for some Iron Man.
Skin tones are beautiful.
Yeah, well done.
Extremely well done. I love the conversion. I love the paint
Yeah,
job.
absolutely. Wow. Again, action poses, man. I love the storytelling.
Exactly. And you know what's cool is that like there's a great balance here between showing off the metallic paint job, but still adding in enough weathering to not lose the metallic paint job, but not have it pristine and perfect. It's such a great balance here.
Right. Gorgeous work, man. Discount Ridley.
Archer and Heinrich are playing a lot with those candy tones too. Such a cool effect. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. They've been showing off some of that in our Discord, and it looks fantastic.
Miniature Polia. Yeah.
I love the transitions here between the blues, the purples, and the pinks.
Wow.
It looks so good. What was that color scheme Dee was telling us about last week? That's what this reminds me of, the neon colors with the chrome.
Yeah.
Something wave.
I honestly think this would have looked a lot better with a back or a dark background.
With the backdrop.
Yeah, because I think it's just too much on the background. It doesn't do it justice. These are great, wonderfully painted models, and just the too much pastel, too much going on in the background. I think you had a black or dark background, like a dark blue. Oh man,
that's fair. When I snagged these were work in progress pictures.
No, these are great though. Gosh, I mean, the very detailed. What's really cool, you see that like the half tones on the
which I still can't do, by the way.
Are you? I thought you.
Every time I do it, I bleed over.
Oh, geez. Oh wow, I love how they painted the runes.
Yeah, very good brush control.
Are those runes part of it? Or they just added that.
No, that's
in the part of the sculpt. Okay, that's just cool.
Yeah, I love how, like in the shoulder pad where the lion's head is, they added some reflections of those colors too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that. The dark edges of the headdress.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
Such beautiful blends.
Yeah. So it looks like they went with that, like that pinkish reddish color, and then they just came back with the blue and just wisp it. That is gorgeous work.
This cape, honestly, is a visual treat.
Mm-hmm. It really is. This is really well done. I like that. Huh. Two completely different colors, and they made it work.
Very well.
Yeah.
It's got a silk texture. It really does. That's what I couldn't put my finger on. I was like, it's a flowy kind of something. This is a tank being worked on by Big D's big brother, master modeler. And
M1A1 Abrams with mine plow. Huh. You know me, I love historicals, man. Right,
yeah, and I thought this was really cool looking.
Look at that. Pretty damn cool.
You know, those are details that I like, hey, who's ever going to see the inside of that? But now I can't. Now I always take care of the inside because somebody put those details in there.
You know what? Somebody's going to see it, man. I mean, honestly, you can look at these details and people like, you know, our friends in the military who actually have seen and come across these vehicles, they can say, hey, what the hell? Yeah, that's pretty damn cool. You know, like our buddy Marine. I mean, he's seen stuff like this.
Exactly.
This is pretty just badass, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's a really cool piece.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Damn.
I really love the ram at the front.
Oh. This one has defense ordnance. Jeez. That is really cool. Marine said, look at that. I told you. He said he actually got to drive one.
Nice.
That's so cool. Look at that thing, dude. Oh my God. Love it, man. Freaking love it, man. Yes, absolutely. Like the ram in the front.
Yes.
Yo, want the ram in the front? Okay.
Oh, the ram, not two ram.
Oh, okay. This is a really nice.
Man, that little translucent, you know,
the water bottle,
5-gallon water.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, what do we got here?
This is a really cool little Space Wolf diorama for a tactical war.
Oh, it's loud. Damn it. Right. I just don't know what kind of music they got in the background. I don't want to get.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it. I think they're probably using.
Such a cool piece, though. I love the way it's like kneeling on the axe.
Yeah. Look at all the frost, all the snow.
Yes.
Got out of it to scope the area. Like, I gotta check this.
The gem effect up on the shoulder, on the chest plate.
Chest plate, yeah.
Great piece. Great piece. The basing in the terrain looks great too.
Oh man.
Beautiful piece.
Oh, what have we here? Can I come forward?
So somebody has made what looks to be I think a Gorka or Morkanot, or maybe a Def Dread. I can't tell. I can't tell. Look, it's got the buzz saw like a Def Dread, but like the top's got like the teleporter blaster thing, and whatnot, like a Gorka or Morkanot might have. So I have no idea what it's supposed to be, but it's super cool. Note to sell, find free use music for models or try and get the rights to George Michael's music. It's a super cool conversion. So this is actually like one of the it looks like the Grey Knights kind of what's it called? Dread something. Dread Knight. There we go. Grey Knight's Dread Knight. And they've orcified it up, and you can see it's got like the walker bit up front, and he's got the controls there. And he's controlling. It looks like 4 different arms with cannons and combat weapons, and he's got the blasters up top. And it's just extremely cool.
Love the little flames.
Yes, the little hand painted flames are amazing. But yeah, I'm like, now I'm trying to think to myself, like, how tall is a War Master Painting? Good to see you. I'm like, how tall is a Dread Knight now? And would that work? I don't think it's tall enough to be a Orkanaut or Morkanaut, but that would be really awesome.
Tarot Model Maker.
We've seen some of their conversions here on the channel in the past. Look at this. So we all know Krieg has been a really hot topic lately with Kill Team and the new plastic sculpts. And what's a Kriegsman's favorite weapon? The tactical shovel. And yeah, I love that they've done some, I guess, 3D printing and got a Krieg head going on.
That's
here.
funny, little gas mask. That's funny.
Yep.
That's
and
so cool.
A Krieg tactical shovel on their Imperial Knight. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to see this painted up. I really.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on their accounts. That way I can see this progress, because this is just super cool. Look, their tactical shovel folds like a real tactical shovel.
Nice. How cool is that?
Wait, is this a pun for a Shovel Knight?
God.
I suppose it could be.
Yeah.
Man, have a great night, Brother Rob. Great to have you chat.
Good night, bud.
This is awesome. This is such a cool conversion.
Very interesting. They printed the canopy too.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that until you pointed out the little resin marks.
Yep. Still looks great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost all of this. Huh. Very interesting. Very cool.
Krieg Imperial Knight. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. So much you can do. I need to start printing again. Matter of fact, I think I might start up again tomorrow. That's so neat. Okay.
Hey, Commodore is now into Krieg, and he's already had an Imperial Knight army. This is a great segue for both of his armies.
Nice. This is
on one hand,
cryokinesis.
So this is a great Iron Warrior Terminator Lord, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize the pose though?
Yeah, I do. That's bullcrap.
It's been converted from a Torgaradon, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it looks cool. It actually
looks badass.
Cool. Yeah.
I've always thought Torgaradon had so much conversion potential, and this is a great example.
Yeah.
Kami does not need more armies either. I mentioned a single model that could go in both of those armies, the Krieg and the Imperial Knight army.
You're a bad influence, Mythos. You really freaking are, man. Okay, let's see what we got here. Pax Acrylica.
Got some Templars here. Looks like
is he missing something? Is he missing a weapon, or is he about to karate chop somebody?
So this is interesting. So the two behind him have their melter rifles.
Yes.
And he looks like he's got 2 underslung heavy bolters.
Oh yeah, that's so weird. Maybe they're just on the hip, and he hasn't pulled them up yet. Maybe he's just trying to convince somebody, you know what, just go ahead and let us kill you, because otherwise it won't go well for it. What? Yeah. I don't know. He's trying to talk somebody down.
I think we have more angles for this
Okay,
one. So
let's take
maybe
a look.
we can see with those weapons.
I mean, still.
But I love their shading on like the dirty white pauldrons, you know?
Yeah.
Like they were white, but they've been in the dirt and whatnot.
Yeah. Look, we want to talk to you about your expired car warranty.
Oh my god. He looks like he's trying to reason with someone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you know what? That's actually, if you had two big guys with giant melta cannons in your face, like, I can understand. Hey, we can settle this peacefully, or Jimmy and Joe behind me can get a little trigger happy.
Look, all we want to do is get past you and kill everyone. Okay? It's not too much to ask. I know they're intimidating, but hey, what else are you wanting?
That's cool.
Okay, let's see here. Here we go.
Now we can finally zoom in. Okay, so they are like,
yeah, like prosthetics of some sort. Or, I don't know. They're
or
attached
or they're
to
just on a harness, I think, so
Yeah.
he can pull them out when he needs to. It's like a technological equivalent of having them shoulder strapped under
I
your
guess
armor.
so.
But yeah, I guess that could be like the twin barreled multi melta. Maybe he gets to have the multi melta while the other guys have the regular melter rifles. Very cool conversion, whatever it is.
Yeah, that looks good.
And extremely well. I'm so caught up in the conversion, I've completely neglected how well he's painted this, or
Yeah.
they.
Den of Imagination.
Den of Imaginations, of course, one of the most successful commission painting companies out there, and they've painted this Mephiston in a twist here. They've painted Mephiston yellow and black, and I think he looks great. Love
That's
that power
definitely
sword.
different. Oh, I love the power sword. Power sword's amazing. That's gorgeous, by the way. It's just amazing. I don't know. I mean, I love the scheme. You know, I mean, I love yellow, but it doesn't fit the Mephiston lore or the Mephiston. I like it. I like it. It's well done. But
I wonder if it's meant to be Mephiston. Like maybe maybe it's accounts as. Oh well, no, it's still got the.
Yeah, it's got all the Connery.
Yeah, I just noticed the still got the space.
Yeah, he's got it right there, bud.
Blood Angel shoulder pad.
Yes, sir. That's all
My
right.
wife keeps asking me about the pretzel money. Where's the pretzel money? Are you going to get the pretzel money right now? Pretzel money? I think there's a movie reference or something I'm missing. Dude, look at these samurai.
Oh man.
Cool mini or not.
Dude, this is well done. Okay, I love that you put the background. Oh, this is so good. I love that kind of stuff.
These are just great. Although I wonder, I'm noticing the bendy sword on the right. I'm wondering if that's indicative of cool mini or not sculpts.
Maybe it's possible, but I love the kabuki. Yeah, these are so freaking.
To be fair, a katana is a very thin blade for a miniature.
Yeah, hopefully they didn't suffer the.
Who's the artist on that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me. It's you. Oh God, Yuet Jakai. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Looks great though. Oh my goodness. Reaper Miniatures, Lana Tesla. I couldn't resist all the patterns on this one.
Oh man.
Are you kidding me? Couldn't resist?
Phoenix has shown us some of the freehand from Miss Lana before. They are always stellar.
Wow.
Man, it's one thing that, to do freehand on a model this small, but to say I'm going to cover every inch, every millimeter in freehand, that is like next level.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And they're all different too,
Oh man.
This thing.
Wow.
Hey, Y'all don't want to come to church? The church is going to come to y'all.
Yeah.
I love that it's lit up from the inside too. This is so beast. Phoenix says she has that exact same mini. It is a completely blank canvas. There's not one raised design. All of that freehand is legit.
That is sick. Yeah, she has my, she definitely has my respect.
Everybody wants to act gangster until the church come rolling up in a tank. What?
Oh my goodness, look at that thing.
Big deck man skull.
Big
Good.
deck.
Yeah. You remember my slip up last week?
Yeah, said it again. Big deck, huh?
Big deck.
Deck.
E-C-K.
Deck, and back, back, yes.
I mean, maybe ICK. I don't know. I haven't seen.
Hey, you know, he drives a big Mac, so you never know. Look at that thing, man. That is just so cool.
Speaking of driving a Big Mac.
Man, look at this.
Look at this, baby. This church I'm talking about. I'm not showing it. Anyways.
Oh, that's some crazy reference there. Oof.
That is amazing.
This thing's got firepower for days. Are those Laz? 1, 2, 3.
Behold the power of the church.
Jeez and Pete. It looks like those. They've got a couple of Laz cannons. Looks like I can't tell.
So 3 last cannons and 6 heavy bolters on each side.
Oh yeah.
Plus what looks like a battle cannon up top.
Yeah.
And whatever the hell that big old shell is.
I don't know. That's just not right. Dude, look at the stained glass.
The stained glass is exactly what I was just studying just now. That's incredible. Like,
is this a thing? Is this a thing? Is this a model? Is this something?
This doesn't exist. They had to create this.
You kidding me? How though? Wow. Oh man.
I feel like this is one of those memes where somebody's at a therapist and the therapist is like, you don't have to worry about Battle Church. Battle Church can't hurt you. Battle Church doesn't exist. And then, you know, the next part of the meme is Battle Church. Oh.
Wow.
If y'all got any sins, y'all might want to start confessing now.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all better hurry up because it's coming. It's coming down the road. Look, you see it? Uh-huh. Y'all better get right. Oh, here it comes. Dang. Necromunda terrain makers, huh? Come to church, or church come to you.
So this is dual credit here. Chris Stover built it, and Eric.
To the Leviathan tank and send it to me. Paint. Love the use of the old Imperial terrain kits. Imperial terrain kits, huh? That can work. Wow. Chemical Sunsets is the is where I'm gonna have to check his stuff out, man. This is insane.
What's that, Eric? What
Eric Mokhtarpour.
So Eric painted it, and it was built by Chris Stover.
Blessings be upon you, then launches ordinance. Yes. We are gathered here today to kick ass and drink holy water, and I'm all out of holy water, so... Fire! That's great.
That's awesome.
This is awesome. All right.
Apparently there were stats for something like this back in 6th edition.
Dang.
That's cool.
Reaper Miniatures, Aaron Lovejoy. Okay.
Oh, hey, Aaron Lovejoy.
Oh, hey, y'all. Sorry.
Anyways, that is, I think, famous hobby personality Liz Hunt's dude, I think.
Oh, okay.
So that's awesome.
Beautimous. Gorgeous.
I love the glow effect here.
Yeah.
And that transition from like the aqua greenish kind of color to that purple is very cool too.
Ooh. Looks really good, yeah.
I just realized this was Voldemort. Which explains all the Harry Potter talk in the chat when I was checking Discord. That's awesome. It definitely has like a ghostly energy kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is so cool. Okay, beyond my little scale. All right, go away. I do too much for me.
Did you see the little squirrels in the crystal ball?
Yes, I freaking did. Ethos. That's just not cool.
This is this is from Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Oh my god!
It's the first model of a large Massive Darkness board game commission.
I know.
This depends on if the client is happy with these first test models. So yeah, this is a really cool character here.
That one came out beautifully, y'all.
Yes, it did. I love the way that teal is on
on the robe thingy, dress thingy.
Robe thingy. Like, there's some actually like good shadow depths in there, and it's highlighted up to a nice bright teal. Very nice.
I broke kaiju. Yes.
So we've got some close-ups of these, plus a whole bunch of other stuff he's painted. So we hadn't seen. It's been a hot minute since I had talked to our brother Grumpy, so we got a whole awesome looking work from him.
Yes.
I like that like copper kind of tip spear there. It looks good.
Again, non-metallic.
He's good at it.
He is. He really is. It's funny. Just what Kaiju was mentioning. So me and my my buddy, he's the system admin. Like we'll go back and forth sometimes. You know, he's actually got me into it. I don't know why, but he goes, the network's down. I said, oh no, and he goes, I know. So we'll go back and forth. It's like, we're having issues with our network, y'all. And then he goes, I'm gonna eat them legs. I'm gonna eat that hairy leg.
Oh my goodness.
So freaking stupid.
He's done some massive work on some Sisters of Battle. Looks like Order of the Martyred Lady, I believe.
Mm.
And yeah, so here I think
yours is the Order of the Bloody Nose, right?
Rose.
Bloody Rose. Rose. God dang it. Rose.
But yeah, so I think this is the Palatine, which is like the lieutenant lady. Very cool.
I like that sculpt. It doesn't look butchy, and she's, yeah, I could let her kill me.
Yeah, that one's a really good one.
I like this one. Dang it. That was really cool looking.
Richard Smith, good morning, my brother.
Hello, hello. Greetings. Okay, let me try to get a little close up here.
I think this one's called the Dogmata. This is like their new chaplain lady.
Not to be confused with Stigmata, which is bleeding of the eyes.
I wasn't a big fan of the face at first, but Grumpy's painting of her makes her look good. I think I'm down.
Yeah, I think you did a damn good job.
Love the highlighting on the robes.
He is fantastical. I assume these are. Ooh, are these his too?
Yep, that is some Titanicus work.
Damn.
These are Warhound Titans.
Sexy.
Very cool. I always love the kind of hunched over look of the Warhound Titans. Awesome heat bloom. I love the shading on the red there. It's almost a marbled kind of effect on the red.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I like the heat bloom, definitely. Do you ever play Castle Wolfenstein, the newer ones, like the recent ones that had come out?
I have not. I have been interested in them because I've seen them on like outside Xbox.
Yeah,
but I haven't played them myself.
So I played some, and there's some vehicles or like this actually kind of reminds me of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pretty tough. They're like they're almost like dogs, or they're the shape of an animal, and man, they're pretty tough, and they've got weapons like that.
I know they do the whole alternate future, like what if the Nazis had one kind of deal.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what they pretty much. So they kind of beat the United States with the bomb. Yeah, and so everything kind of is different. It's a different universe, if you will.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool. Oh, look at that! A running pose. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's not stock. Grumpy had to put in some work for that.
Yeah, he did.
I just can't get over how cool those reds are, though.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. You know who does stuff like this? And I saw, what's his name? Richard from the Nerd Life.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he did that with the vehicle. I forgot that Custodes vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of orangey, marbly look and whatever. It looks really cool.
Oh yeah,
I do like that.
And a couple of the dreadnoughts that I got from him have a similar running pose. Richard does really good, likes, action poses too.
Yeah, he's really good.
Freaking love it.
Oh wow. That's a really cool effect for the plasma.
The plasmas, yeah. It's eye-catching, I think, because it's the reverse of what we usually see.
Yes.
Where usually we see
on the outer,
the top or the outer edges of the plasma glowing the hottest, but to see it glowing the hottest on the side touching the metal is very cool. It's eye-catching.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like they're prepping. It's like, okay, they're about to blow some.
They're about to blast your ass.
Thanks to whoop your ass. Dang it. Just gorgeous.
Grumpy does some brilliant work, man. And it's what's crazy is the speed at which he cranks out this.
Dude, I was gonna say, I mean, would he just spit these out in a few hours?
Yep.
I was bored and I decided to do some painting, and there they are. Damn it, Grumpy. And I was grumpy the whole time.
Man, I have no idea how he's able to crank all these out. But I tell you what, man, a Grumpy Elstination throwdown.
I'm telling you, it's got to happen. It's the ultimate cage match.
It would probably breach the time continuum.
Yeah, it might. But it is the ultimate cage match, and we got to do that. So no more orphan fighting. I think we'll have to do the Grumpy Elstination cage match. Damn.
Badass work, my brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeez and Pete. Golly, and these are smaller scale. This looks so.
Oh my God, that transition there!
I know, man.
It looks like a sunset.
I know,
because like you got the orange kind of at the bottom, and I'm not talking like a traditional sunset. I'm talking about like when the sun is all the way just a sliver at the bottom. You got this fading into the pinks and the purples up to the really like kind of midnight sky up top. That's such a great transition in the shoulders. Man, look at that big ass cannon on its back. I don't want to mess with that thing. You boom, dead. Oh.
Wow.
That is really great.
I'm fixing to whoop some ass, y'all. Holy crap. He's got this Terminator look.
That's what I was just looking at. Like that face. I've never seen that faceplate on a Titan before. That does have a very Terminator look.
Yes, sir.
You don't mess with that guy.
No, this is a bad day right here.
This is that new, was it War Master Titan? Brand new here.
Just did a great job with each individual color perfectly blended. God dang it, freaking. So, I really, really like this. So he's got heat blue, but I love the very tips get slightly charred.
Yep.
Man. Mr. Grumpy, you're amazing. Dang. That looks amazing. All right. Might as well start burning them now, guys.
I always wonder, how much could I learn if I were to sit with Grumpy for a few hours?
My head would explode.
This is the Canon S that came out a few years back to match one of Lawrence LeBlanche's art pieces.
Yeah.
Founder of Blanchitsu art style, by the way.
Very nice.
And yeah, very, very well painted.
Ooh. That is so cool.
Yeah, the Hospitalier. This is such a cool sculpt. I love that, like, not only is, you know, she there with her healing equipment too, but she's got the book to read people their last rites.
Yeah. Look at that. They even have the I guess I could look at that for days, dude. Jeez. Oh wow.
Really, really well done whites on those robes too, especially with the red underneath. Like, I'm always so afraid to paint red and white next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I have to do it every once in a while for my white scars, and it is a nightmare.
Oh,
skin tones. He does a really good job on the skin tones too. Like his Sisters of Battle look pretty in the face, you know. He does a really good job there. And that is the number one thing that I'm worried about going into Sisters of Battle.
Everything is hand painted. Oh. Wow.
I want a set of these, man.
Weapons. Look at these weapons.
I want a set of these.
I want you to have them too, but I'm not playing you.
Why?
Hell no. You'd be like one of those top players. Hey, play me. Oh no, go down.
Hey, my sister, the sisters, although are pretty much like toughness 3 army wide.
That is so cool.
I see your red and white and raise you a cobalt and white. I was actually just working on her tonight. Wow. I got to see how you're doing it. And you got to let me know how you get on too. Like I said, it makes me nervous having to paint red and white next to each other.
Sexy.
It really is. I love these new suits. I know they're not everybody's flavor.
I do like them.
I love the new suits.
I do like them.
And whereas this person's got a nice variety of showcasing their weapons,
yeah,
I'm gonna have triple melta. I noticed one person had a heavy bolter, one person had a flamer, one person had the melta. Yeah, I'm going triple melta.
Okay, this is the same one we watched a minute ago.
Oh, okay. One was via Instagram. One was via Reddit. Okay, I didn't realize that was the same link. The same.
Yes, sir.
Well, okay.
Wow.
So that was a ton of art of the week, guys. You guys submitted some brilliant stuff this week.
Gorgeous stuff, man.
Really, really awesome stuff. I think my favorite thing of the night, though, was that brand Red Moss.
Yeah, that was a really cool conversion, and
we really got my inspiration.
Yeah, you really. I figured it might, man. I really can't wait for you to actually start trying. You know, if you start kind of putting together, and I told you we need to do a demo game with your brand Red Maw. You know,
absolutely.
I think come up with the rules, and then something that you and I can agree on, and let's get them in there. Let's see what would happen. You know. That's what he would do.
I agree.
Gosh, I mean, I think it'd be a fun game.
I think it'd be a really fun game too.
You know what? I would even go as far as collect some orcs, and have the orcs attack your space wolves. Like have a attack and defend mission, and have brand Red Maw just. I'd love to see him just see what he would do. Yes. That would be really, really cool.
And I remember the excitement of 7th edition where I would just be waiting every turn, rolling that D6. Is he going to wolf out this turn? No. Is he going to wolf out this turn?
The anticipation, and then
the build-up.
When he finally does, you're like
cheering and excitement.
Oh God! Well, on your end, yeah. Yeah, right. Because when he does, the opponent is like, "Oh crap," and all of a sudden here comes the brand Red Maw already wolfed out. I'm like, okay, this is gonna hurt. Dog it, it's gonna hurt a lot.
I remember the first time, and he just smacked your predator in the back, just like boom. Here's Johnny.
Yeah. Just backhanded it, man. I would love to do that. I'm serious. So if we can, and that'd be a good time for me to get to learn to play orcs. You can do a demo game.
Yeah.
We can do a demo game, and at the same time, see how we do with going after Mr. Red Maw.
I think it's a great idea, man.
So you have to start digging and try to get all those pieces and see if you can make them. Would you consider kind of the similar sculpt as the other one was, or what?
Yeah, that vampire sculpt seems like a great base to build.
What are you going to use for the actual brand Red Maw itself? Just the human form?
I'm thinking I want to do a Primera size just because I like the size and build better.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of starting with a base of either Haldor Ice Pelt, the Primera Space Wolf Lieutenant.
Okay.
Or the Primaris Ragnar. Or if there's another, one who's gone through the Rubicon that maybe fits the pose a little better. I'm really going to be basing it off of pose. What strikes me as something that could have a good pose for brand.
Hell, you can do the Torgaradon pose,
That's true. Torgaradon does make a great big beefy model. I'm gonna do a little playing around.
I'd like to see, do some thinking, man, because like I said, if we can get that done, that'd be a fun, not only a fun game, but we can actually do a little recording on it and just kind of see how it turns out. I'm sure people would love to see that. See how brand Red Maw fares with being swarmed and attacked by a massive horde of greenskins.
I think when I start collecting the parts too, I might do a little vlog of my progress of creating my brand Red Maw.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the
so
build up can be
all right.
Build up to that game.
Let's do this then. Let's not just talk about it. if you're gonna do that, when you start doing that, I will do the same thing about my orcs.
Okay.
So when you start blogging, you need to let me know that you're gonna blog about there, and then that'll give me an incentive to start building and putting together some orcs and just see how we're doing, because basically it's going to be the orcs against your space wolves.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very historical battle. Actually, I think it's going to be really damn cool.
That's going to be epic.
Yeah, so I think that'll be really cool. We need to talk about that collector set then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down offline, so we'll see what that. You got me kind of. You poked something there, man. So
yeah,
that would be really freaking cool. I love historicals. I love
very thematic.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness,
this is gonna be awesome.
Okay, let's keep that alive. So you guys heard it here. This is kind of crap that we do. We'll start talking about something. And the thing is, we mentioned something like this a while back when we were on a road. I was on a road back on my way home from work. And Mythos and I were talking about it, and he was like so upset about that Brand Redmaw wasn't around, and how he basically just was left just rot, right? No support, no nothing. And then I'm like, dude, bring it back, because you can make any model, you can bring any model in, and you can create any type of you can make him a captain, you can make any kind of character. Well, if you can make a character, then you can bring him back, give him rules, Let's agree on at some point, when does he wolf out? I think it's great.
Yeah, and he had given me the green light, like he would be willing to play it if we just agreed on the stats, agreed on whatever. The big thing is that I was having trouble coming up with inspiration for the build, and having seen this person,
yeah, you got it right there.
Brand Redmaw, it's just like the inspiration's there now. Like
I really like how he used the
Thunderwolf head.
Thunderwolf head. Yes, I never seen that before. Typically they'll use sculpts from something else, right? Mm-hmm. But to actually use Thunderwolf, like, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That keeps it GW. That's and it's recognizable.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right, well then, like Mini Warpath said, it did his game on.
Game on, baby.
Okay, all right,
guys. So we're gonna get started on this project, and it's gonna go down.
This is gonna be fun,
I am going to commit to this. Again, it's gonna take some finding parts and whatnot that I need. But I think I'm gonna commit to this I'm looking to look to the end of the year.
Okay, that's fair.
Or the end of the year, I will have a Brand Redmaw.
That's fair. That's fair. And if you see something that you want printed, maybe, let me know, and that might be something you can throw on there.
Awesome.
So again, I can get my printer fired up again.
That'll be cool.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm stoked, man. Like I said, this is finally like I am enthusiastically inspired again to bring Brand Redmaw back.
Wow.
I've been bitching about it since the beginning of 8th edition, when they first brought back the index of, hey, who's here in 8th edition? And I was like, where's my favorite character in the world? So now it's like
Dan Redmaw. Freaking kaiju. Just bring him back and tweak things. The equally ferocious, yet more commonly named Dan Redmaw.
Big Dan Redmaw.
No, we're just gonna keep him with Bran. He's you got to bring him back.
Besides, how else am I going to be able to go back 5 years and keep bringing back the my brand joke? My brand.
Easier to get a vanity license plate.
Oh man. Okay, so we've got this project planned out. Freak, it's been a great show. What are your closing thoughts for the night, brother?
I mean, you've been yanking my chain about orcs all night, and it took this to kind of pull me in.
Yes.
So that, you pull me in with Bran. So, because I just remember playing against him, and I thought that was just the coolest thing. Just the coolest mechanic of any kind of model, any kind of character, of any character. I think that was just the neatest freaking thing, you know, and the excitement that you would get. I was getting excited for you. You know,
Yeah.
just the hell that
this
son of a about to kick my ass.
I mean, it's one of my most memorable moments in the entire hobby. Is that I think it was like the second or third game where I brought him, because the first two games I was rolling and I could never roll the number I needed to wolf him out. It was disappointing. Then like the third game we were playing, it had been a build up, you know, it had been like a blue dice, you know, and so the third game, when I finally hit that 6 and he wolfed out, I looked at the dice, you looked at the dice, our friends around the table looked at it, we looked at each other, and then we just all cheered at the same time. Even you knowing what was coming, you cheered too. You know, you're just like, oh, finally.
Wow, yeah.
It was an epic moment.
Yeah, it worked out. I like though how that vampire-ish sculpt there. It gives it some height, right? So I like it just gets taller, beefier, bigger, right? And that works well with the Thunderwolf head. Yeah,
exactly. And the knees snap backwards, you know, like you know, like you see in a werewolf movie where they go from a very human knee forward to a more animalistic knee back, like you know.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Very feral posing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm hyped.
So cool. So cool.
The same thing for me. Plus, on top of that, you know, like I said, that you guys know my closing thoughts are on Brad and Red Mall right now. But also, I'm excited to check out the lore for the Wolfspear and seeing what's in the magazine tomorrow. That's going to be cool. And then, if you guys didn't know, tomorrow is free model day at G-Dubs, and this month, of course, it's an orc. So you know, if you guys know they're always limited supply, but if you guys can get down to your local G-Dubs at opening, get you a free orc, guys. Get your green on. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I think we'll talk about this offline. Maybe we could try and get one of the bros or so on the show next week.
That sounds good.
If you guys liked tonight's episode and all the ridiculous things we talk about, from the hobby to brand Red Maw to geriatric stripping, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below and feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous conversations. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to any of our Chilling Network brothers, down in the description below, or me and this goofy guy below me, then Freakaliciousness and I would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist.
Brad Red Moo.
So make sure you subscribe. Until next time, guys.
Stay frosty. God. Oh, God.